What's up guys, we're going to be going through the best MLB player props on PrizePicks today. Now I did want to show you the results from yesterday's picks from my exclusive Discord group, and as you guys see, we actually got 9 picks correct, which was absolutely insane. So we're on a huge hot streak, but if you want to get 9 picks right like me, win more bets, and receive the best picks from some of the best bettors in the world for less than a cup of coffee, you can access the exclusive Discord and meet some of the best sport bettors in the game by joining my Patreon, which will be linked down below in the description. Once you join, you'll have complete access to the Discord and can start winning more bets today. So make sure to join my Patreon using the link in the description. And here's one of our members who just signed up and won himself $1,200 just yesterday, and another member who won $15 for the 5th day in a row since joining my Discord. So guys, if you want to win big money like our members, the link will be in the description, so go join the Patreon to have access to the Discord group, and I will be continuing to upload every single day on this channel the best bets and props, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss my daily uploads. Alright, so let's get straight into the first pick, and when it comes to these picks, I'm not saying to chuck all of them into a parlay and hope for the best. Pick and choose the ones that you like and the ones that work best for you. So the first pick we're going to be talking about is Tyler Phillips for 5 pitcher strikeouts, and this one actually is for more. Now when we look at Tyler Phillips, we've actually seen him go on the over in 2 out of the last 5 games, with one of them actually being a push. Now when it comes to none other than Tyler Phillips, we also see that his average over the last 5 is also none other than 4.2. So very close to this line, which is what we like to see, but when it comes to the matchup, they do face off against Seattle Mariners, and that's the reason why we do like the over for this situation here. When we look at Seattle Mariners, we actually see that when it comes to their batting average, they do actually rank 29th. So they rank very low, and they also have, you know, a batting average of 0.218. So very low, and that's the reason why we do like the over and are expecting Tyler Phillips to be able to go over on this line. So this one's a bit of a no-brainer to us, although, you know, over the last 5 he hasn't been able to go significantly over multiple times. We think in this matchup, since it is a very easy matchup for someone like Tyler Phillips, we should now see him go on the over here. So Tyler Phillips, 5 pitcher strikeouts, 4 more, I think is a fantastic pick. So getting to the next pick, we're going to be talking about none other than Joey Estus. Now this one is for 4 pitcher strikeouts, and this one actually is for less. Now when we look at Joey Estus, we've actually seen him go on the under in 4 out of the last 5 games, with 2 of them being a push. Now when it comes to this matchup, they do face off against the Los Angeles Dodgers, and his average over the last 5 is 2.8, significantly below this line. Now when we look more into detail into their opponents, Los Angeles Dodgers, we see that they rank in the top 10 and actually rank 10th when it comes to their batting average, with a batting average of 0.252. And that's the reason why we do like the under for this situation here. Dodgers are a very good hitting team, and because of that, we definitely see someone like Joey should struggle against a team like the Dodgers. Like I mentioned before, when we also look at his average over the last 5, it definitely shows that as well, that Joey hasn't been able to perform very well over the last couple of games, and we think that will continue on into this next matchup, no doubt about it. So definitely keep an eye out for this one. Joey Estus, 4 pitcher strikeouts, 4 less, I think is a great pick. Again, to the next one, we're going to be talking about Jake Irvin. Now this one's a great one, 5 pitcher strikeouts, and this one actually is for less. Now look at Jake Irvin, we've actually seen him go on the under in 3 out of the last 5 games, which is great to see, but on top of that, one of them was a push as well. Now when we look at the matchup that they do face off against, they do face off against Milwaukee Brewers. So it is going to be a very exciting game to watch, but on top of that, when we also look at Milwaukee Brewers, we actually see that they do rank 7th when it comes to their batting average, with a batting average of 0.254. And that's the reason why we do like the under for this situation here. Jake Irvin has himself a really big matchup against Milwaukee Brewers, who do a great job at hitting the ball, and because of that, we definitely see him going on the under here. When we also look at his average over the last 5, it is also 5 as well, so you know, right at where that line is, but we think with the harder matchup that he is facing off against, we should see him go on the under in this situation here. When we look even further, when we look at what the bookies are saying, the bookies also have him favored for the under as well, and we are going to stick into what the bookies are saying there. So Jake Irvin, 5 pitcher strikeouts, 4 less, I think is an absolute steal. So as you all know, I do want to get these picks out to you as soon as possible, but PrizePicks is delayed with some of their lines, so here are a couple of players you should definitely watch out for when their lines drop. So the first player we're going to be talking about is none other than Erick Fedde. Now when it comes to Erick, great player for the Cardinals, and when it comes to Erick as well, they do face off against the Chicago Cubs in this next matchup. Now when we first look at his stats, we see that in 2024 season, he has an ERA of 3.9 0.11, which actually has him ranked 14th, and also has 108 pitcher strikeouts, tied at 46. So very, very good player. Erick has definitely been playing fantastic. And when it comes to the matchup that they do face off against, which is the Chicago Cubs, we actually see that when it comes to the batting average, Chicago Cubs do rank 24th. On top of that, they also have a batting average of 0.234, and because of that, we definitely see someone like Erick being able to go on the over on his line. Now, in the last 7 days, he has only played 1 game, and he was able to get 4 pitcher strikeouts, but we definitely see him being able to go over on his line pretty easily once again in this matchup against the Chicago Cubs. So on top of that, when we also look further, they are coming off back-to-back games, and we definitely see someone like Erick doing a great job since he has been on a little bit of a hot streak as of lately, and I think that should continue on into this next game. So keep an eye out for his line. Like I always mentioned, if the line is under his averages, definitely look to go on the over. So I think that'd be a lot of great value there. Again, to the next player, we're going to be talking about Pfaadt. Now, when it comes to Brandon, we've actually seen him have an ERA of 3.92 and 115 pitcher strikeouts, tied at 35th. On top of that, when we look at his ranking for ERA, it's also 44th, so very good as well. And when it comes to the Arizona Diamondbacks, they do face off against none other than the Pittsburgh Pirates. Now, Pirates do rank 25th when it comes to their batting average, with a batting average of 0.232, and because of that, we do still very much like the over for this situation here, especially for someone like Brandon. Now, over the last 7 days, he has only played 1 game, and he was able to get 4 pitcher strikeouts. With a new matchup against the Pirates, we should see him being able to go on the over here, no doubt about it. This one's kind of a no-brainer to us. Pittsburgh, don't really rank too high. On top of that, Brandon is a very, very good player at getting strikeouts, and we definitely see those two being a big, I guess, equation when it comes to him being able to go on the over here. So Brandon Pfaadt, keep an eye out for his line. I definitely see a lot of value to go on the over there. Again, to the next player, we're going to be talking about Tarik Skubal. Now, Tarik from the Detroit Tigers has an ERA of 2.35, which actually ranks him first, and also 154 pitcher strikeouts, which also ranks him at 5th. So when it comes to Tarik, great player as we all know, and when it comes to the Detroit Tigers, they do have themselves a great game against the Kansas City Royals. Now, as you all know, when we look at Kansas City Royals, we see that they have a batting average that ranks them 8th with a batting average of 0.252. So we very much like the over for this situation, even though Kansas City Royals do rank very high, like we mentioned, 8th, but we still like the over due to the fact that Tarik is just such a good pitcher, and we should see him, continue his streak that he has been going on for some time now. If we look at the last 7 days, he has played 1 game and was able to get 8 pitcher strikeouts, which is insane, and we should see a similar situation coming into this next matchup, as they are coming off back-to-back games against Kansas City Royals. So this one, I think, will definitely work in Tarik Skubal's favor, so we definitely still like the over for this situation here. But like I always mentioned, guys, keep an eye out for the line first. If the line is under the averages, definitely look to go on the over. So I think that'd be a lot of great value there. So Tarik Skubal, keep an eye out for his line. So guys, if you do want to win more bets and win more money, don't forget to join our exclusive Discord group by signing up to our Patreon. Should be a link down below in the description, or you can also find it in the pinned comment down below. Once you join, you'll have complete access to the Discord. It can start winning more bets and win more money today. So guys, I'll see you over there, and I'll see you soon. Peace.